welcome to the podcast. We are Curb Appeal Realty. I'm Dianna Clampitt.
I'm Heather Rugg.
I'm Mollykonermann-Inan.
Great ladies to work with. So today our segment is going to be focused around staging. So there's been a lot of shows on HGTV, as we all love HGTV, but of course that's a show, and this is real life. So we are going to discuss the do's and don'ts about home staging, and we do have Molly, who's going to lead us in this segment. Molly has a love and a passion for decorating, and she's very good at it. And so we're going to have her talk to you, or actually we're going to have a little discussion here about home staging, and maybe you can pick up some pointers from her. Yeah. So Molly, take it away.
Okay. So yes, I have done visuals my whole life, first in retail, and then I actually did some home staging before I started with real estate. So yeah, it is very important. You know, people want to come into the home and see that, you know, it's a home, it's pretty. They can actually tell like what to do with each room. Sometimes when a home is empty, it's hard for people to see that vision. Like, where would I put the bed? Where would the couch go? Where am I going to hang the TV on the wall? So it's just very important to have a first impression. Also, online impression is very important. Professional photography is like a must, because when people are scrolling through houses online, if your pictures don't look great, they're just going to keep scrolling and they're not going to want to come see it
100%.
in person. So if you can't do professional staging, you know, we can help you with just staging what you have in your home to make it look nice. And also, if your home is vacant, maybe you've already moved, there's also virtual staging, which is a very good option because, you know, people can kind of get that vision online and then go look at the house and be like, oh, okay, yeah, well, that picture online, they had the couch over here and it looked great. So I think any of those options are really helpful.
Absolutely. So what would you say, how is a good way to approach a seller if you go into their home and there is a ton of clutter everywhere? What would you say to that seller? And remember, we are here to help you. We're not trying to embarrass you or make you feel bad about your home, but we're here to help you.
Working as a team. Yes.
I would explain to the sellers that the less that they have in their home, it's going to make the space look bigger. Also, one thing that they want to remember is the person coming in to look at the home, they want to have that buyer be able to envision themselves in that home. So if there's like lots of photographs and things like that sitting around, you may want to minimize that, just so that buyer can actually see themselves in the home.
Yeah. And not like your grandma on the wall.
Right.
Yeah. And also, yes, like you were saying, it's really great to empty out closets a little bit too, if you can, because if your closets are just like stuffed to the max, that people are thinking like, oh, well, they didn't have enough space in this home. Maybe there's not going to be enough space here for me. So, you know, if you could just like take some things to storage or put it, you know, in the garage or something, I think that's helpful too.
You're right, because not always more is better. So like if you've crammed a closet full of stuff and you want someone to think, oh my goodness, you can get so much stuff in there, it may actually backfire on you and look like, oh, it's just too full and there's not enough space.
Yes, 100%. So we have a local company here that I know of, and you've probably seen them if you live in Hendricks County. It's Hawkeye Storage. They have a ton of storage units around the area. So if people do need that storage space, I would highly recommend Hawkeye Storage. They're a great company, and they have smaller units up to very large units. But, you know, don't get in a hurry either. I would say, right, Molly? Don't get in a hurry just to put it on the market, because that staging is so important.
Yeah. And like Heather was saying, you want to like depersonalize it. so the person can envision themselves. And also just for like safety reasons, like these photos are going to be all over the internet. Like, do you want your personal pictures all over the internet? Do you want your child's name on the wall on their internet? Like, I personally would not for safety reasons. So that's also another point. But as far as getting the home ready too, Curb Appeal is very important. Obviously, that's our name, Curb Appeal Realty. Like a first impression starts outside. Like I always tell my clients, okay, we need a fresh coat of paint on the front door. We're going to stage the porch. We're going to add a welcome rug and a wreath, and we're just going to make it look really inviting from the outside. If the front door handle is rough, that's a really, inexpensive fix that could just make it look a lot better. So I think little things like that, adding mulch, adding some flowers, just making it look like home, that when people drive up, they're like, oh, this feels like the one.
Yes, absolutely. And most sellers don't use their front door ever, but you have to remember as a seller, that is the door that these buyers are going to come through. So Molly's right. That first impression is everything. You need to have that front porch swept off. You need to have a nice rug, nice flowers, and inviting, and it's fine. Usually most people have the Ring doorbells, so you're on camera. But it's just nice to have that appeal when you first walk up to a home, and just make sure that things don't look rough from the doorway.
Mm-hmm. And if you don't have everything, or you feel like your stuff is old, or you don't need to spend a lot of money, and that's part of something that I provide as well. Like if you list your home with me, I am more than willing to load up my car, bring some stuff, and strategically place it, make the porch look beautiful, just because I'm providing a service for you, and I want to help you, like I said, work as a team, so to get the home sold and get the highest and best offer we can.
Absolutely. And everything matters. Those little things matter. So once you get into the inside of the home, we talked about a little bit of clutter in spaces. And so, Molly, would you suggest when you go into a home, maybe going room by room with the person and kind of just making some notes so that they have like a little bit of homework?
Oh, yes. Yeah, absolutely.
So,
and some other things to keep in mind. Sometimes people don't love, every room to be a different color. That's more like eclectic, and that's not going to appeal to a lot of buyers. Now it's fine. Like, if you don't want to spend a lot of money, don't have the energy or the resources to paint, it's not the end of the world. But just to keep that in mind, that if you want, if you really want to give your home a little bit of an advantage, it's nice to just have everything neutral that appeals to the masses. And so when people are looking online, this home just really, they're drawn to it because it stands out, because it just looks nice and clean and airy.
You're right. You don't have to spend a lot of money to make the home look nice. Just, make sure things are picked up, it's tidy, it's clean. That will make a difference to the buyer as well. They want to make sure that they're getting a home that someone took care of it.
Yes, exactly. And clean is a huge
Yes, I agree.
People walk in, they don't, if it's dirty, they're going to be turned off, and they're, I just feel like that's really important.
Yeah. And we have a lot of resources too. If you don't know people that will do a one-time cleaning, we have some resources that we could give you as well. That way, you're not feeling overwhelmed when we say, here is a list of things you need to do. We have the resources to refer you to, and we'll help you get your home ready for the market. That's part of our job. That's part of a good agent's job. It's not just to get you to sign paperwork. It is to help you get your home ready to sell. And staging is a huge part of that. You don't sell your home the way that you live in your home. It is very different. You're going to have to just keep that in mind, that you're trying to appeal to the way people are looking at homes online or on television is not the way that you live in your home. And we understand that. So, but we're here to help you get your home ready. Anything else you guys can think of that would help first-time seller that's never sold before to, get their home ready, get it staged?
Well, another good thing that they can do is when we come through and we give them ideas and they're still looking for, needing some more clarification, go online. Look at some of the pictures of some of the other homes that, people are where they've decluttered and, compare what you can, what you might be able to get rid of, and just moving things around. I mean, moving things to maybe a basement or into a garage just so you can, get that extra space that you're wanting.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
You can also really tell when you start looking like who's had professional photos and who has not. And I just think that is such a big deal because I think I mentioned earlier, like if people don't like it online, they're not going to take the time to come see it in person.
Right.
So
Yeah.
first impressions and,
Definitely.
and presentation is everything. And there is proof that homes that are staged and do have professional pictures do sell for higher prices. So it's just,
Yes, absolutely. And we do use professional photos in each and every home that we sell, no matter what the price range. Recently, we have started to use a company called Indiana Sky, and they are an amazing company, and they will even do a floor plan of your home, which a lot of buyers love because it shows the individual rooms, what each room size is, the flow of the whole home, and from room to room. So we love that. They also do aerial photography,
virtual staging as well. I
Yes.
used them recently and it was really great. So,
Yes.
and the layout is really important because a lot of times people don't understand where the rooms are until they get there and they're like, oh, this layout is just awful. So yeah, with having the floor plan, it's really helpful.
Right. I agree.
Yes. So I'm really glad that we've kind of stumbled onto them. They've been amazing. They do great photography, and the sellers have really said nice things once they see those photos. They're perfections. So we love them. We love them a lot. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that about wraps up this session, talking about staging. So again, we are at curbappealrealty.net.
Oh, 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 tell the world.